Hi, everybody. Welcome to JaySapChats. And today I'm actually joined by a longtime guy in the biz that I've known for what now, John? 10, 12 years?
You got to be at least a decade and a half, 15 with college.
Man, it's a long time. John Plumb, who's a multi-line rep, but today he's representing Antigua Apparel, and Chris Yaw, who's their VP of sales. You're the top guy there. Sales.
In sales, yes. Right.
There's no CRO. There's no A, right? You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Numbers come out. CEO calls you and says, what the?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's me.
So John's traveling. John's a multi-line rep, but today we're just going to see Antigua,
Sure.
out of respect to Chris's time.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and I turned the mic on. I turned the camera on because the last time we saw each other was in Vegas.
Correct.
Hopped on a plane. I went down. So I don't know. You know the story? I went to ASI down in Orlando. Took my team. Had a bunch of trips scheduled to the West Coast. I said, I'm not going to go to the West Coast for PPAI this year, which is the big trade show, because I'm going to go to ASI. Well, I went to ASI and I was like, this sucks. No one's here.
Right.
There's no products to see. And I just spent 3 days like dorking around at a regional trade show.
That wraps up ASI Orlando.
I was so pissed. Right. So I hopped on a plane. Instead of going once, now I went twice. Right. It's the old adage, buy nice or buy twice. And I literally did that to myself this year, early season. So I got a chance to go to the Antigua booth this year in Vegas. Or you weren't in Orlando.
We were there.
What'd you have? 10 by 10? I mean, no.
10 by 10.
Yeah. You had a 10 by 10.
Right.
What'd you have in Vegas? 20 by 30?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got, let's play a game. Did you have more products in the 10 by 10 or the 20 by 30?
More products in people.
Yeah. So I got a chance to see the Antigua line. And I got to say, look, I like it. The Cloud series, right? Am I right in remembering the Cloud series?
How good are you to remember that?
Yeah. So we're going to look at some Antigua and we're going to talk about the brand. So look, I mean, Antigua is a big retail brand.
Yeah, our online business with in the sports license business is the biggest part of our business right now as a whole.
You're all over Fanatics.
All over it. And we make it easy for them. That's why they like us so much.
Because you do the decoration in-house on everything.
They carry no inventory.
Just out of curiosity, because you're licensed, are corporations allowed to co-brand any with the licenses that Antigua have on your products? So if I had a Red Sox client, right? I know if I go on Fanatics, I can buy a Red Sox Antigua piece, probably half a dozen of them, 20 maybe. Oh no, it's a lot. Can a corporation co-brand on that? Or
usually there's got to be a level of sponsorship in that corporation. It's
so not straight to Antigua corporate. Like I can't circumvent that.
Correct. Yeah. If they're involved with the league or they're involved with the team, then they typically then it becomes a documentation thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm all familiar with it. What do you call it? The administration.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Crazy.
So, right. So,
by the way, look how tight.
So that's all embroidered heat seal patches.
But look how tight that. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is the better way to do it on these products anymore.
Oh, wow. So that's not, look at this. So no backing, right? But that's not stitched.
But it's patched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's the best way to go. So we're moving a lot of our business to that.
Good look and decoration. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's such a tight embroidery.
But it makes sense on the product.
It makes sense because it's a light. First off, it's light and elastic. What is this, like 92?
Yeah, there's a little spandex in there. It's 92.8, 95.5. Yeah. So you get your brush polish.
And this is definitely the new style, right? With the hood.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
I'm wearing one today.
Yeah.
You wear. This has got a little jazz to it.
I always wear a hood. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I want to disappear, so I throw the hood over my head.
That's a good crossover for us in the golf world too, right? This is a contemporary piece where it's golf and it can be younger corporate.
The Tidy QZ hoodie. What's the retail on this? Don't give me the Red Sox retail. Give me the corporate retail.
Well, corporate retail on an A is $50.
This is a $50. This is a $50 piece. I mean, it's terrific.
Yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful. Wow. Yeah, That's nice. That's really nice.
And that fabric that you're holding, Jake, also comes as a polo and a quarter zip and the companion ladies as well. So that's a collection.
How many colors in this?
12, 15 different colors.
Yeah.
Colors, because that's the other thing we get access to. We do all the major team colors of our products.
Right. So all the colors are team-based colors.
And then we get into this,
which means that they're also college-based colors, which means that they're mostly the corporate colors.
Correct.
But not a lot of pastels, right? Your guys,
we do a lot of pastels on the golf side.
On the golf,
and we do carry some extra inventory on the deliveries of those seasons, so you can get into those what we would call seasonal or fancy.
That's a beautiful piece for $50.
So a super quick trans.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that makes it as nice as it is, and this is going to sound crazy, but does the corporate side come with the label?
Yeah.
So this feels like when you give it as a gift, it feels right.
Yeah.
It feels retail.
So if we decorate it, if we're doing the full service, it comes folded, steamed, tissue, and polybagged, like you're buying it from retail online.
I mean, just terrific for the same price.
Same price.
Yeah. I mean, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. By the way, I have to put things down gingerly. I had a cortisone shot on the other day, and like the doctor said, it's going to be 48 hours before it feels human. So he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, you're battling through it.
Just out of curiosity, any pieces like this so one of the things I remember about Antigua's pieces, because I bought them over the years, is you do a lot of like not crazy color blocks, but tipping.
Yeah.
Do you have any pieces like that with you that are, or do you have any in the collection that are tipped? So when I say tipping, what I'm talking about, and I don't know if this is the right terminology or not, you guys been in longer than me, is you've got, different color. Yes, exactly.
Some,
right.
Yeah.
Jeez,
contrast.
Talking about playing to the crowd.
Well, I know my market.
First you bring me Red Sox, then you bring me the Bruins. Come on.
Come on, my friend.
What are we talking about?
We were down in Connecticut yesterday.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you didn't pack your Giants, your Yankees, yeah. So
we took a beating yesterday.
It sounds like, well, it's hit or miss down there.
Yeah,
right.
It is. Yeah, there's a line. I was trying to find where the line is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get across it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So these are just the extra added elements. Now, so
again, team.
Yeah.
Team. So we have the contrast in navy as well.
Yeah.
Navy body.
I'll find it.
No.
Contrast color.
Talk to me on the fabric feel of this piece. This is called the Era Polo.
Yeah.
And, obviously what's on trend right now is heavy cotton, right? The industry's going to cotton. This is not a cotton piece.
That is a brushed polyester. So it has a nice,
feels like cotton.
It could be perceived as a nice ring spun.
It does feel like a ring spun cotton. Yeah. But that's where the industry's sort of headed, right? Is all blends and high cotton.
In our case, we're still all polys, but we're trying to, again, soften up and treat the polys where it has a little bit more of that nap. So that's where you see the brush. That's a collection as well.
I hate cotton. I'm saying where the industry's going,
right?
But I'm open-minded enough as a seller,
right,
to not project my views on everybody.
Right.
By the way, a company anyway, John, is 100 different views.
Of course.
So the person who buys it might think, oh, I'm getting the best. And the person who receives it might, you just got to go to the trends.
Yeah.
And the trends are cotton. But
cotton's super expensive now because we all went away from cotton.
But if you have a piece like this that feels like cotton, then what's the difference? What do you got on this? This is probably like a $50-$60.
Well, we're talking polo. I mean, if you were going on an A,
$44 decorated on this piece.
Decorated?
Yeah. Well, decorated. We'll see what the quantity is for clients. Yeah. Talk to me about the length. It's not the shortest polo I've ever seen.
So we're using, I can't remember the name of the standard. We're using some sort of national sizing standards. So our larges, and we can get you the size spec. I think that our length.
Am I wrong?
A little bit long.
It is a little longer, right?
And it's considered a true fit. You got like the sort of the fashion fit, which is the typical, kind of the trend we went through with the, in our industry, Adidas led the way probably 10 years ago with very tight, very trim. We're Antigua. Some of our competitors typically were a little oversized many years. So coming down is true.
Well, you couldn't possibly be oversized. I know you said that your history was with Cutter.
Yeah.
Cutter is the most oversized brand in the world.
Still. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
A cutter piece that's large is like an extra large.
Yeah.
It's like they're one size off on everything they do.
I had to wear the schmedium.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, like, I'm not wrong, right?
No.
Cutter's the
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But Antigua's not like that.
No, we're more true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I'm just saying it feels longer.
it does that. Yeah.
It is. Right?
And it also, that does look as it's draping along, but
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing.
No, it's
because I can always tuck it in, but someone who needs something that's a little bit longer,
right?
They're helpless.
So the other part of it is that we've gone away. We used to carry big and tall. So did the other company that you mentioned, and everybody's kind of moving away from it, and they're just going bigger sizes. But for the bigger sizes, or even a large, you can't have a large. Since we no longer have a large tall,
yeah,
the large still has to be a little bit.
So you have added length. I'm not crazy when I look at that piece.
I wouldn't say it's added. I would say that we have it reduced.
I don't hate it. I'm the guy who takes his pants down on the 13th hole because I've swung the golf club so hard that I got to retuck my pants in on my shirt.
Right.
But if it's a little bit longer, I'm not going to have to retuck it. I'm fine with it.
It's definitely not an untucked shirt, right? It's going to stay in.
That is not an untucked shirt. Yeah. No, you're tucking that guy in.
Yeah.
All right. This is a pretty common piece.
Yeah.
Because I bought this piece.
You and I might have communicated on the computer the other day about you sent me a photo on maybe a green with gold, which we didn't really have.
Yeah, for years. This is called the Generation, right? This has been in the line for years.
It has.
Okay. Good piece.
Good piece. It's a poly brush.
Heavyweight. Yeah. What is it, about 9 ounces?
We'll come that or mid. That's a little under 8.
And that can creep into an outerwear category.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a July quarter set. This is a 3 seasons quarter set.
Yeah. And if you got the banded bottom, so that's some people perceive that as a strength.
Yeah.
Some people see that as a minus, but we do have an open bottom.
It's enough open though. It's just more of an accent, I think.
Yeah, correct. The only knock on this piece for me is I would love a side pocket to it, but I do love I do think that it having the front zipper, useless as it is relative to actually putting anything in it,
right,
does give a certain style, and I do like the zipper contrast and the inside contrast with the zipper.
So,
I mean, it's a style piece.
Yeah.
But again, that's what you get that's why you choose a company like Antigua's products, because you're actually getting something that's been designed for more of a retail look. Like there's a reason the Patriots logo is on that. It's because it feels like you should buy it in a pro shop.
Precisely.
As opposed to,
mass produce corporate.
Yeah. It's like I carried away. It's mass produced.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Similar fabric, open bottom. So, we're trying to at least, address.
I mean, Jesus. Are you kidding me?
What, is there a story here?
Oh my God. Are you kidding? Providence makes it. God, with how they sucked this year in basketball.
Well,
have no football, sucked in basketball. I mean,
how's their hockey?
Hockey's good. Hockey's always good.
All right.
Hockey's always sort of like respectable, but it's hockey.
Yeah.
Cares.
Who did they just hire? Did they just hire a basketball coach? Do I remember reading that? Oh, no, I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I think some of the young kids are picking up the hockey as the fan base in college. I think that the tickets you can get.
Yeah.
Fun.
But you're right about Providence.
What's this piece? Why do I care about this compared to generation?
I'm just showing as an open bottom. If someone wanted a little bit more of kind of that open.
Is this patch always the same color, or is
that is going to be a tonal piece, one color piece, and it's got the insider.
It's got the cord zipper, that sort of the parachute cord zipper logo.
And these quarter zips, the generation and this one are in the 60s, 70 range.
A little less than that.
A little less. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the right price for them.
Yeah, and we could talk about collections, but that piece with the Friars also comes as a full zip vest, also as a full zip jacket. So if something likes it,
there's ladies in that as well.
Not yet.
Similar. There's a companion. Yeah.
But that at least gives us an opportunity. If it's corporate programs, you could go vest and you could go quarter zip and have everyone look the same with the same matchy. But that's kind of what I was
thinking. How long have you been with Antigua now?
September.
Oh man, new.
Yeah.
So you're getting out and visiting people, huh?
Moving around. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
You like it?
Love it. Yeah. The line is great. So when I came,
Mine is great.
I was more than pleasantly surprised on where they were with the product.
Yeah, your challenge is you're not with the big distributors, so you got to get guys like me motivated to use an independent one-off company
100%.
as opposed to doing what's easy.
So
the big companies have brought in so many other options with brand that you're really threading a needle.
Right.
And that's a super hard challenge that's only dealt with the way you're actually dealing with it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it. Like, there's no other way that it can be dealt with. Like, me knowing that I can call John and say, hey, John, I need you to ship off a couple samples down to this client or that client, or, hey, I need your help on this, service.
Of course. It's the service side, right?
It's the service side.
There's some flexibility that we can do that when the big box guys bring a brand in, where, you can come to us and you see a golf piece and you want to do it for a program. We can treat you like a golf customer and do a book and build, or we can do something outside of the normal catalog items, right? But we're also working to participate like the big guys do, where we speed things up to market for you. Yeah. Where we're zone sketching, or we're doing shipping programs with contract decorators to get the product over here from Phoenix faster, and those types of things.
You only ship out of Phoenix. By the way, the Antigua logo, one of the things I do like about it from a corporate perspective, it's the silicone treatment, and it's extremely small, but at the same time, it's present.
Yeah.
And I think both are extremely relevant, right? If I'm buying I tell people all the time, like, the reason you buy a retail piece is for the logo.
Right.
So you want the logo on there, but like Stio, for the brand Stio.
Oh, Stio, yeah.
Yeah, you love Stio?
Yeah.
I hate Stio.
You hate it?
I hate Stio with a fucking passion. They put two logos on the piece. It's always front and frickin' center. It's like, dude, you're freaking Stio. Take a fucking breath. Like, it's a nice piece, but at $275 in the corporate space.
Are they selling corporate?
Yeah.
Oh, who are they selling to?
Driving Eye.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, they're figuring it out, probably, because that can't be that new.
Years old.
Well, the line is, but have they been selling corporate for a while?
Yes, years.
Interesting.
Years. And they just like hold your face in it. And they're like, we're Stio. And you're like, dude, like, nobody wants to wear your freaking logo on the front and the back. I'm sitting here designing programs to hide their freaking logo. It's insane.
He's put a little ornament on their pine coats.
Literally, the CEO should walk around with the person who buys the piece. That's how present they are on every piece.
Right.
It's the corporate market.
Yeah.
Subjugate. Like, the Patriots don't want Antigua's logo on the front of a piece.
Right.
They want the Patriots on the front of the piece. The fan wants the Patriots on the front of the piece. It's insane to me.
Right. Yeah.
Get your act together, Stio. Seriously, it's ridiculous. You're going to be in the friggin' corporate market. Be in the corporate market. Show some dedication.
But what you have in your hands now, Jay, just a couple of pieces from our golf collection that you have access.
That's the real point. They're not dedicated to the market. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a money grab. Everybody else is in here. We're going to open up the sales channel, and they're going to take us as they see it. It's bullshit. All right.
It's all right.
Rant over.
I'm learning about Stio. You see, now they're
good quality products, but like, again, it just makes me up. By the way, you're not affiliated with Stio, are you?
No,
It was not.
No,
that would suck out loud. Huh? But not really, because I would say it to him as well.
No, even if we were, that's
look. Patagonia over decades has earned the right to put the Patagonia logo on the front the way they have.
Right.
They've just earned that right over decades. Okay. I don't make that rule. Other brands haven't. They just haven't.
Right.
And you know it. Nike, their market share, they are by far the biggest athletic company, right? People can crap on them with the Boston Marathon ad and this and that. Okay. If Nike wants to flex, their culture's dead. That's not my problem.
Right.
That's their problem.
Right.
They could have like thrown their shoulders back and said, F you, we're Nike, and no one would have And you know, it wouldn't affected them for a second. But when Nike wanted to play in the corporate market, they still have logos on the front because some people want that because it's Nike.
Right.
But they have a complete line with logos on the sleeve now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a line with logos on the sleeve in tonal. So to me, that's a commitment to the market.
Right.
And I just feel like corporate customers deserve that. All right, John, would I look good in something like this? Be honest.
Yes, you would. If you're playing in Florida, maybe not in New England.
You just took a credibility hit. You think so? How do you sell florals in corporate? How do you sell patterns in corporate? Small executive groups,
Yes.
special occasions.
Special occasions. I mean, this is a piece that's offered in our golf catalog. I'm showing report for the right. So this is a golf retail piece that could sit on a rack, 6, 8, 10, 12 pieces.
Yeah.
Occasionally a guy will grab his piece because that's his style. Right. For a group.
And the prints are trending. Every brand has prints right now, and you probably saw it last weekend. There's all the guys walking, all the people walking on.
For sure.
But it is tough. Like you can't. You mail it with. It's event driven.
It's event driven.
Right. And then how does the logo? You know, obviously, if you put a red, white, and blue, you know, there's certain things you can't do decoration wise to make it look and pop. But just kind of showing just different some other things.
I'm not against it. I like it. By the way, I mean this is similar to the Red Sox piece that we saw earlier.
Collar inside of it,
but right,
it's a mock neck inside of it,
right, which is just a little bit more elevated, and I love the tight pattern. I actually think the tight pattern. Probably wouldn't wear these together, but I like the tight pattern, and you know, one thing I've noticed also about Antigua, it's a beautiful piece. Talk to me about your collars, because your collaring is different than most other polos, right? So obviously you've got Holderness and Bourne that has made their collar that they launched their company off their collar, right?
Mm-hmm.
The collar stays embedded into their collar. They launched their company off of that. But
it's tricky. These self collars are tricky.
Right.
Self fabric. It's so we put a lot into that, I think.
But it's a smaller overall footprint relative to a collar than other polos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. You nailed it. So you would
tell me if I didn't, right? If like I was full of shit, you would say it.
I think that I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would want that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to.
Well, you're
okay. I just want to make sure.
Accurately. So we have, and it's funny you bring it up because it was about 3 years ago, it was a problem. Our collars were a problem.
Okay.
And they fixed it. And whatever you're recognizing is been the fix.
Well, what I'm recognizing is because it has a smaller collar, it's going to lay more flat without having any treatment under the buttons underneath are terrible. RLX does those.
Oh yeah. Well,
once you take it off, you can't get it back on. Especially I'm older, my fingers don't work as well. Sounds crazy, but you think wears polos?
Fat thumbs, right?
Fat thumbs,
right.
This is a collar that I'm never going to have to treat. I'm never going to have to iron. I'm never going to have to do anything with. I know it sounds silly, but like I'm traveling next week for 4 days, 5 days. Like I don't want to deal with my.
This is 2 weeks straight.
Yeah,
laundry, like a hotel laundromat.
Looks great
in and out of the suitcase, right?
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So making the collar more narrow and have a little bit more of a kind of like a bead stitch on the end, give you a little bit more weight. That kind of is what we tried to accomplish without really being able to call it a non-roll up collar.
Twine.
Yeah, twine. Same piece in different colors. That comes in about, I think, 15, 16 different colors.
Yeah.
But you're right, a conservative, subtle stripe there where you're able to get the nice little contrast.
Just out of curiosity, why the 4-button on some and the 3-button on others?
That what you're holding in your right hand is just a golf piece that we went with a deeper placket. The 3-button placket is our core corporate piece.
Got it. Okay. But this 4-button is obviously fashion, right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's if it has something, it stays. If it becomes kind of not really what people are looking for, our next collection will go back to probably 3 or maybe even 2 buttons, depending on the style.
Yeah.
How many colors on this piece?
This one only has the 3.
Just 3.
Golf is just
with the 4-button, but
with the 4-button. The 3-button has dozen,
Yeah.
15. Okay. All right.
So that's kind of core. And I'll close real quickly on a couple different things. We originally asked about cloud.
I was like, did this guy not bring me any cloud? I'm like, did Plumb not bring me any cloud? Is he serious? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
so a double brush polyester.
this is like literally wearing a hug.
Yeah, that's nice. Can I use that?
Whatever you want. Yeah, sure.
I love that.
Well, I have it on tape that I said it.
I know. I'll have to put you in the credits every time.
Now, you live in Columbus, Ohio, right?
Yes, sir.
A Buckeye fan?
I'm a Buckeye alum.
You're alum.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Which you gotta, a lot of people went there. And I somehow made it out.
Okay.
But yesterday I had a whole discussion about the use of the, and the person, after you dig in, you realize that even though this person's Connecticut, she's Wolverine.
Okay.
So they have the problem with that. So I don't use it.
You don't use the Ohio State. You just say,
I'm gonna need it.
When's it when needed? When you beat Michigan?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We can't.
You don't need it much then.
This year, yes.
Okay. Any opinion on the Brable situation? Yeah. It's shaking your ass. Hey, listen, Patriots are a client.
No,
Patriots are my client, literally.
I'm hoping.
So
I was hoping it was.
I have no opinion. I mean, look, my opinion is
he's a guy.
Like, what are you gonna do?
I mean, right. So he's got to handle it with his. They each have their own.
The truth is, okay. So listen, I don't know how let's just talk about sports for a second. I don't know how you get AJ Brown now. Like, I don't know how that AJ Brown deal goes through.
Really?
Ow. It just seems so like tampery.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
But Howie Roseman is now participating in the conversation.
Stan, I just listen, I'm an Eagles fan. Work with the Pats. I just don't know how the deal happens.
Yeah.
But listen, for everything I understand, he's a decent man. I don't know him personally. I hope that he gets whatever he needs to in order. It was exciting last year to follow that team. I went out to the Super Bowl and they didn't have their best game, which sucked.
No, sorry.
But yeah, we'll see with the schedule this year. But I don't know how you get AJ Brown. Anyway, Ohio State is how we got to this conversation.
Yeah.
I love this piece. I love the line. Talk to me here for a second. Quarter zip.
Yes, sir. Full zip hood.
Full zip
and
hoodie.
A pullover hoodie.
And a pullover hoodie. Yeah, the others too.
I just brought the women's pullover hoodie here.
So we are adding a full zip with pockets because you mentioned pockets.
Yeah, I did mention.
There's the ladies in the light purple, and I think I could find you.
Oh my God.
The men's full zip hood. So you have all three pieces.
The men's is a full zip and the ladies is a pullover.
They both have the same options in both.
How many colors in this?
10.
All right.
And
let me just go through this for a second. I'm going to tell you something. This might be the nicest piece in the industry right now. Okay. It's the CloudHoodie. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it out at the show in Vegas, and I'm falling in love with it again. So
you have one, my friend.
I don't, but silly as that sounds, I will.
We're going to sure.
Okay.
By tomorrow.
All right, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Let me go through this for a second. Okay. First off, the ladies have the ball neck, the men's doesn't. So that makes sense.
Yep.
All right. 10 colors.
10 colors. It's all going to be heathered, so it's going to be much lighter in person. And
caps on the draw cord, which is just a little bit elevated, which is nice. The
40,
hand,
40.
Forget it. Exceptional. I mean, like the softness, it's called cloud. Like, idiots didn't name it. It feels like a cloud. It's a beautiful touch.
So I say it feels like butter, but you say like wearing a hug. I think that's so.
Yeah, exactly. It's just your hands want to be on it.
Right.
It feels so good. You've got awesome cuffs. You've got the bottom's hemmed, right? So it's and then my absolute positive favorite is you've got it's a kangaroo pocket. Don't love that. Wish it was just separate pockets, but zippers make up for it.
Zippers, yeah.
Zippered pockets. I don't know why that's so hard. It's expensive. That's why. But this is just an absolutely gorgeous hoodie. How much is this retail, John?
Retail is $52.
I mean, Exceptional. This has to be your best seller. Or getting there.
It's getting there. I mean, it's new. It's
I love it.
I mean, it does well.
I love it.
It's one of those things you got to feel it.
Yeah.
Like if you look at this online and you read the description, great.
But that's what makes it. Yeah, that's hard with Antigua. Like as retail as you are, you're online retail. You don't have a retail storefront, right?
Right.
So you guys have your work cut out for you.
So
going door to
sample.
So do I.
We know that this needs to be in people's hands. You know, we place our buys, we place it with the mind that we need to sample like crazy. So order up.
Yeah, beautiful piece.
Yeah, so we will take care there. And I'm sorry, I thought I had a full zip. I might put it away.
Show the Victory real quick, because that's the Victory is one of our top sellers, especially in online.
I'll show it 2 ways. I'll show it 2 ways. I'll show it at Victory in the crew.
Okay.
So this is also heat seal applique.
And then here's your DTF.
Okay.
And this America 250 license also that we
So Victory crew neck.
Yeah, Victory crew neck. That same fabrication. It's a little under 10 ounce. Cotton poly blends available as a crew neck.
Are you getting any lift on America 250?
Yeah, I mean it's I wouldn't even say it's regional. It's definitely driven by the distributor.
Okay.
Who has the corporate customer in mind that they take it to.
Okay.
You know, we've got the list of sponsors that there's America 250, there's Freedom 250, and then the leagues actually have their own 250 as well. This is the congressional committee that came up with this. Money goes to schools, national parks, that sort of thing. But there is a list of corporate sponsors. You can't co-brand it with anyone.
Yeah.
Some people.
I haven't had any lift on it yet. I have.
Yeah.
I don't know what the feedback is across the board.
You know, and here's just kind of just another direct embroidery on that particular case, showing you that we're doing in-house direct embroidery. We're doing the DTF print. And as Chris,
are those things, Jay? Like we launched the visibility of it in Vegas, right? And it was kind of the education on what the heck is this.
Yeah.
So that's January.
Here, one last thing, sorry.
You know, it's going to be July in 2 months, right?
Essentially, we've got an 8-week. I think we've got about an 8-week bubble left.
A little like it's not our fault that we weren't further ahead. But this is a print piece that we're doing.
That's
yeah. But again, the print world, the printed product is
slow pickup.
Well, this is something else. I mean, it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool. So listen, that's I'm not a gaudy guy. I'm like down the middle type of thing, but I like what my clients like. I try not to. I inject my opinion. Obviously, I give my knowledge, share my experience.
So I want you
clients make
decisions. Take one more look at this though, because this is old school applique, but it's a heat seal. So look at feel the inside again.
Yeah.
I mean, you know this. You've got some of the patches sitting on your desk over there.
No, I understand the treatment. I understand the treatment.
It's so good though. It's so clean and classy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's tough art to get to.
Yeah,
it's tough art to get to. I assume you guys do art services.
We do.
So if I send you logos, you can do some mock-ups.
I was just about
the challenge sometimes, and this is my challenge in the industry too, and I know that there's some AI programs that have helped with this. It's really hard to show alternative decoration methods digitally and have people get it.
Yeah. Well, they always want to see it with their own, right?
Well, they want to see it with their own, but getting it digitally and showing it digitally is hard.
Yeah.
Even if it is their logo, it all kind of looks the same.
Right.
And there's programs that have made it so that's not always the case, but most of the time it is.
See the real product.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, for example, if I say old time applique, or if I tell somebody tackle twill, what?
Right.
They don't know. Clients don't know. And I'm like, trust me, it's going to look amazing. And they're like, well, can you show it to me on a digital proof? And I'll show it to them on a digital proof.
And it'll look like just embroidery. You won't know the dimension and
yeah, you won't know.
Some. I mean, we do a lot of our outs now are all AI. And so they want to see a real one. Then
You're welcome to prove me wrong in
we could try it. Take
mock-ups.
a look. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Maybe it's advanced. We're getting there.
What do you, so for your decoration, right, do you have a local that you're really?
No, we do screen print embroidery here right in the shop. Which
nice.
You hear the embroidery machines going in the back now. And then anything heat pressed we do here. And then larger orders will obviously,
farm out.
we have
Me
some
too.
contract for people that we
Yeah.
work with, but we also do a lot direct with manufacturers. So if we were to order Antigua, we would likely have you do the decoration in-house, because if your needle breaks on one of your pieces, you replace it.
I always say, if we blow it, you don't know it.
Well, that's the beauty of using the actual manufacturer to do it. You don't have a quote unquote spoilage percentage.
Right.
You do,
We do.
but I don't know it.
Right.
And then,
You blow
5% this, 5% that.
our running lead time is for an existing logo, 24 or 48 hours.
Yeah.
Probably
that's
back
great.
and ship it.
Yeah.
New order. Give us some of the.
How are you getting around the fact that you are in the world's worst geographic location for shipping to the East Coast?
That's what I've been working on. So we're partnering with
Did I put that?
Yeah, no,
I mean, I think
Or you may as well be in Alaska.
South Texas might be the worst. Like
Yeah.
we were just trying to go to Houston might be tougher, so maybe not. Yeah, so we're working on opening a DC in the Eastern time zone. So it's going to help.
But do you have any shipping incentives? Like, so for example, do you ship 2-day at ground prices or 3-day at ground prices or any of that stuff?
Currently today, the only program we have for freight is at 36 pieces.
Yeah.
Free ground freight via the FedEx, our carrier.
Yeah. Free ground freight is great, John, but it's
5 days.
5 days
I'm just
everywhere. So it's not, we're talking about, I'm having a time communication, not a cost communication.
Right. Yeah. So my only sort of
This is why we go live, by the way.
So
This is why we have these conversations live, because these are the conversations I'm having with real distributors and real partners.
Yeah. So
on behalf of my clients.
So I would say that the fact that we decorate in-house,
Yes.
you use our decoration,
Yes.
we're speeding up the production time a couple days.
So total in-hand time is what you're going to pitch me versus delivered.
7 days. I have it too.
So you'll have it to me in 7 days. So I shouldn't care that it takes me 5 to get to me. Because
I didn't say you shouldn't care.
no, I shouldn't care, but it's immaterial because I'm getting it in 7 days.
7 days, you're not touching it.
I'm not getting it in 12 days.
Right. Correct.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't care.
And I can drop ship it straight to your customer.
Right.
From Phoenix and stuff within 7 days.
And if I need it sooner, I can accelerate shipping.
Right. And we could probably work together on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How relative to the market is aggressive aside from you getting on a plane, and how many visits you have today? 6?
Today, today's a big one. Today's 4, but that's pretty heavy. We've been averaging 3.
3 or 4 a day, but
Yeah.
that's big, right? So you're
They
actually
get 2-3 hour meetings usually.
So what are we going to do for the next hour?
We're going to let
You're
you
gonna
know.
show me all your cool stuff out back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't have an hour worth more
I wanna
programming left for you, John.
Your operations. So
Yeah, well, that's going to take 5
So,
seconds.
Jay, we're going to end up tonight at Federal Hill for dinner.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Where are you going?
Don't know yet. We're going to Cranston at afternoon. We have a 12 o'clock appointment here in town with for Cogent Promotions, and then we're going to go.
No, is that payback for me for mentioning Cutter and Buck?
No.
I never heard a guy. Never heard a guy come on JaySapChats and talk about another promotional distributor. What a prick!
First time for everything.
Huh?
First time.
How about that, John? And I was going to give you a restaurant recommendation. You know what?
So we're,
Take it back. Let's cancel that.
Hang on. I'm going to give you a restaurant. I can't remember the name of the place. So I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to give you a restaurant recommendation that is actually not on, why can't I remember the name of it? It's not on, are you open? So it's, why can't I find it? The pressure's on.
all right.
I'm going to find it. Hang on.
Mm.
Aguardente, 12 Governor Street, Providence, Rhode Island. You might not be able to get a reservation.
Oh, okay.
It's that type of place. small plates, tapas. It is, I love tapas because I like trying a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Mexican, Guatemalan, and Peruvian, 100%. That's it. Do they have reservations tonight? I'm curious. I know. That's why I'm asking.
7:30.
It is,
That's at the bar.
the bar's the best scene in the place.
Can we book it?
Well, we could find out. Well, we're going to find out.
Unless you want Italian,
Well-
and like the authentic Federal Hill experience, which is good. I like it. I'm just telling you,
I kind of thought that for him, but
yeah,
Never been there, so
this Federal Hill,
Yeah.
it's a good scene.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be.
okay.
It's a good scene. I'm telling you, Aguardente is a terrific experience in restaurant. The food is exceptional. The bar is tight. It's crowded. It's loud. It's just a great scene.
Okay.
And the food is off the charts.
All right, well, I'm holding the
It's
reservation. I got it.
Inexpensive. So you could order a dozen things.
I love
Top restaurant recommendation. Top recommendation. Go there or don't. It's your stomachs and mouths. I don't care. But Aguardente in Providence on Governor Street, I own no shares in the company. It's exceptional. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good.
Right.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. All right. So,
I'll give it a 5.
hey, do you want to give the email out or the address,
No.
the website address of the other distributor? or-
I kind of forgot where I was.
Are you good?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Here,
All right.
this.
Hey,
You
listen.
just-
No, he doesn't. Listen, this is my back scratcher. I could just slap him right. But hey, let's look. Hey, here's the deal. It's like the pizza industry. Like that's how I feel about our business. I talk about it all the time. Inside of 2 miles, there are 20 pizza shops from where we are sitting right now. And people go to the same 3 pizza shops for taste, price, and convenience. And promotional distributors are very similar. They come to us for price, service, quality. So that's the business I chose. And the good news is there's enough of it. This $28 billion industry, it's only growing. Heck, when you got in the industry, it was probably a $12 or $13 billion industry, right? So you've seen the industry double. I truly believe, and I've talked about this many times. I've written about it on LinkedIn, and I'm going to talk about it again right now with 2 guys that have been in the industry for a long time. What do you think combined? 40, 50 years combined?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. So 76, about 65, 70 years between the 3 of us in
Yeah.
the industry, just having a conversation, 3 guys.
I mean, look young. So it's pretty amazing.
Appreciate that. I don't look young, but if I put Just for Men on this beard, but I'm going to shave it. So by the way, have you ever Just for Men your beard?
No, my kids got it for me for my 50th.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I did it like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm
It's like,
afraid that I saw a dude that did it on his hair and he had like the black, like you could see his skin.
nah, it's good.
Oh,
It's fun.
the stain.
Yeah.
Here's the best part of doing it. So you Just for Men your beard and then act like you didn't Just for Men your beard. That's the best part.
Okay.
And people are like, what'd you do? Like,
Nothing.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe I should pick some up before I head home.
Yeah, no, you don't do it when you're on the road.
Oh.
Your wife will start asking you. Oh, you're not? Oh, all right. You do whenever you want. All right. So 3 guys talking in the industry. It's a $28 billion industry. I am of the belief that the AI, we are at a revolution. Like I missed the .com bubble. We are at where this is the .com like times 100.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been to San Francisco recently. I don't know if you have, but like, forget it. I've been there. I'll go my 2nd time. It's all it is it's AI, everything, physical products and physical representation of your brand because of the lack of authenticity that AI brings along with it is going to be more important than ever. And because of that, I think the promotional industry is going to grow by 20 to 25% over the next 5 to 7 years. Any opinions?
Oh, I don't disagree. I think it's amazing how And you've seen like even through the .com stuff. So that was, the fear that the typical promotional products distributor is going to become irrelevant, right?
Right. It's going to all go online.
All going online. Amazon's going to come in. Walmart's going to get in.
Right. Walmart's going to print on demand.
Right. Like, all those things are going to happen. And you heard it. You tried, it sort of happened a little bit.
It has.
And then you see people starting to grow again, or you see younger people coming into this business or taking over, not necessarily their parents' business, but, there's, it's definitely continuing to grow. There's consolidation is in any industry.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's going to happen.
But I'm talking about the overall size of the industry because of the importance of someone receiving a physical gift.
Yeah. It doesn't.
To me, it's going to only.
Or working from home or working on the beach, right? You still need.
When I turn on the internet, which is an every moment of the day thing, right?
Yeah.
And for you too, we're in a physical meeting right now, but the first thing you're going to do when we get out of it is what?
Look at your phone.
You're going to look at your phone. Okay. So you're going to go digital immediately after we have a physical contact.
Yeah.
The second you go on a social media platform or you open your email, you are now engaging with something that you do not know is a real human experience.
Mm-hmm.
It is a robot. It's automated. It's right. You've seen at the trade shows companies that can take videos like the ones that we're filming right now, right? Here, give me a fist bump, right? Yeah, give me a fist bump, right? Boom, right? That's a real touch that we just had. And I can produce 10 videos now that show that interaction and it's not me.
Gotcha. Right.
That exists.
Yeah, we do it. We do it on all of our model shots now. Like it's like we even have our own video.
So because you don't know what's real is what's physically in your client's hands.
Right.
And that's why the promotional industry is going to explode over the next 5 to 7 years, because there's not going to be any trust. The level of authenticity and trust existing online is going to be minimal relative to the level of trust and authenticity that I can put in a box and share with you physically. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy. Yeah. I mean, it's, I'm still trying to figure out, you're right, how things are going to be for us in not even 5 to 7 years, next year. Why things are going so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, trying to get ahead of it with, staying up on the software and all the other programs. And
yeah, well, again, I think people will go to what they look. I'll ask it in more simple terms. You like getting a gift?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. So if you like getting a gift, do you think your client likes getting a gift?
Yeah.
And what type of gift is the best type of gift?
Oh, gift.
Thoughtful, but the type that you don't know you're getting.
Yeah, that's the best gift. That's what I always say. Like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want?
If I know what I'm opening for Christmas, I don't love it as much.
Right.
I pick the damn
question. So where's the question? Like,
you know what I tell people?
Yeah.
My kids, Dad, what do you want for Christmas? My wife, what do you want for Christmas this year? You know what I tell her? I want you to listen to me all year. Literally, it's what I say. I want you to listen to me all year. Because if you don't know what to get me for Christmas,
right, yeah.
You haven't listened to me all year.
Right.
It's not like I'm not dropping hints.
Right.
I'm so damn cheap, I don't buy it for myself.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing? So, yeah, again, I'm bull on the industry. I know there's a billion players out there. Obviously, I know online exists.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not scared of 4imprint. I'll say 4imprint all day long.
Right.
Because, I know who they are and what they do. And if you answer the phone as much as I do to try to correct people's, oh, I thought I could order from here or there and it hasn't gotten here yet, right? If you answered the phone as much as I do for that common complaint,
right, or
the shirts that I had made aren't what I thought they were, you wouldn't worry about online players as much as,
right,
either. By the way, they get it right a lot. So decide how important your event is. Roll the dice. John Plumb. Chris Yaw.
Thank you.
Yaw.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank
How have we not met in the industry before, Chris? You seem like a decent guy who I would get along with.
I that's why I'm gonna
probably have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably been one of the shows, right? Like, so this is the first time I've been in your office.
Yes.
So I apologize for that. Yeah, I think we would get along.
Okay. All right. Well, let's keep it going. You're in Columbus, Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio.
NetJets territory.
Yes, sir.
We know I was one of the originals at Marquis Jet.
Is that right?
Yes.
Nice.
Spent a lot of time in Columbus, Ohio. Good city.
It's an easy town.
He's happy there.
It's
Buckeyes.
easy.
Columbus?
It's easy. It's an easy town.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
not a lot going on. Quiet.
It's growing. A lot of data centers. That's awesome.
Yeah. What's right down the street from the airport? There's like this huge center. Oh, I forget. Easton.
Yeah.
The
It's
East.
like,
That's where the NetJets had a lot of their, they had admin offices. I don't know if they do now. I'm not
So-
in touch.
that's the limited brands.
Oh, it is.
It was like all their flagship stores for years.
That area is beautiful. Like
Yeah.
the last time I was there, it was like manicured and beautiful.
We won't get into dropping names on these.
Yeah. PF Chang Central type of thing, like Cheesecake Factory.
So
factories.
In fact, like for years, Columbus was the center of every test restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
National chains, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure that PF Chang's tested all of our
I'm sure.
balls out in Columbus to see if we would buy into fake Chinese food. And so then we got Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing, just different decoration.
Yeah.
Right. So all that stuff we got.
I'll tell you this: good people in Ohio. Good people in Ohio. That's the one common denominator. I could tell you, I've not run into anybody in Ohio where I'm sure I have, but like mostly good people. So, all right, here we go. Awesome. Antigua, retail brand. You know them from Fanatics. They're all over there. And you're definitely going to be seeing them when you contact me because they're just right. They just have a lot right. Their style, their fit, their colors, their feel, their price, their decoration. They just do a lot right. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit different than others might offer you, that's a brand you're going to hear from JaySap. So appreciate you spending some time with me here today on JaySapChats, and that's a wrap. Thanks.